Hello everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We got some tasks ahead of us to try and earn his trust, because we gotta get some information on Titus so that we can be prepared to fight him. First thing we need to do is speak with Landonel. Oh. We have not been here, but we've been here. I want to make sure that we... Okay, we did get that one. Good. Let's teleport here. I just entered the forest and I already missed the beach. Ooh! Almost there. Here we go. Wait, let's touch this. Do you require assistance, adventurer? So this is the one who had challenged Titan. I've been expecting you, Swipe. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nests, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? Ha! You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Let me be clear, this business between you and me and the captain must remain a secret. I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them, it was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gordanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Dito here being a rare exception. I have had to go to great length to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, or all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heaven spiller. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Swipe. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. I see. Oh, it's a big egg. Huh. No thanks. I thought you might have a good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end? Ahaha, such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me, I shall see it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanalan, the Forgotten Springs. You will find a man named Olod Nun. He will be your next guide. Safe travel, Swipe. Forgotten Springs. Oh, south of Little Alamigo. So, because of maintenance, I decided this is probably just going to be a very long episode, because I won't have time to make two, and I really don't want to keep playing until it forces me to stop. So, I'm just going to make this a longer episode, so just be prepared for that. It's going to be a long trek. Go. Wait, we gotta go up here? Level 47. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a big lizard. Oh, it's a big worm. Alright, we're just gonna ignore it. We're gonna go in here. State your business, adventurer. Haha. So this is one of the one that Wiscat sends me. I haven't for the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Level 49, one more level until we can do our Dragoon quest. Persistent bugger, very well. Let's have a look at you. You've seen your fair share of battle, there's no mistaking that, and you did manage to obtain that Adamantoise egg. However, That was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The nun I once fought has believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am none. Oh, did you kill him? Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills. Instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready, even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That's why I claim my position. That is why I claim my position, and it is why I still hold it. And it is why I will not help any unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were to recognize a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across a desert to the east lies the Amajah encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned for both his strength and his guile. To even face this Amajah in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from his encampment. To do this, this will be your test, so draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring me back his necklace. Okay. What is that? It's like an oil rig. Oh, it's even drilling. Use the speed to lure out the veteran. Okay, now where do I go? Oh, we hide behind the rock. Oh, that is a big boy. Oh, did we touch the thing? We did not. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? 'Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. I will make it an excellent trophy. The spear, it belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when I spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist. I knew when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredients you seek. Okay. A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point in dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey upon smaller creatures of the Sangoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area with anglers to the east. I will mark it on your map, along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worms into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Back when I played Final Fantasy XIV, there was a hyper notorious monster, which was rare monsters that would appear every several days, sometimes weeks, sometimes longer. And one of them was a giant worm, and I don't remember what its name was, but it was really interesting because the point wasn't to kill the worm. The point was the worm would swallow your party. And I think you had to have a group outside to hold it and keep it. And anyways, the worm when it swallowed you, it would teleport you to a different area that had a different rare monster in it that you would fight for a prize. If I remember right. It's been a long time, but it's pretty cool. Where is this thing? I'm going around in circles. There it is. This specific dot is the territory. Alright, teleport back. You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Swipe. The meat you need will be heavily smoked before I ship it to Wisecat. Worry not, you have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. Forget to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you shall return to Costa del Sol and seek Wisecat's counsel. But a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver to him for me. The captain was always fond of brand wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have, I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Wisecat was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert modeler of men, and I suspect that is still the case of now. Please give him my regards. Back to Costa del Sol. What's that, guys? Oh, she's riding one. That's cool. Ah, well met, Swipe. Len Daniel and Uo Noon spoke both highly of you. What brings you here today? Ah, my favorite. I shall have to thank Noon personally. Now you have one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not travel to Aldenard this time to obtain it. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect the last ingredients. Brayflox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago she sent word that there's been some trouble at the long stop and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident herself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to the Hidden Falls docks and speak with Ozu Nazu. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Brayflox and her people have made their new home. Okay. Are those bombs? No. I don't know what they are. There's another one right here. Oh wait, no, that's like a coconut. You can make it. Come on, Arok. You can do it. Jump. Jump. I believe in you. I believe in you, Arok. Come on, you can do it, boy. Yeah. There we go. Knew you could do it, buddy. That is a large buffalo. Wrong way. All right, if I just follow this road, a lot of kobolds. What's the hurry, Venturer? Eh? Something happened over at the Gabi settlement? I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the Skippy over yonder. He'll ferry you to Raincatcher Gully. We're going to Raincatcher Gully. Are you coming along? Yes. Kitty. It's Brayflox. Tongue Flax, the Westcat of Westcat, be reaching ears of Brayflox. Uplander has come for tasty fresh gobby treats, yes? Quest prize of Uplander, deep in Longstop. Fighty beast, chase gobby flock from homes. Gobby flock needs goodly Uplander to give safely. What? Gobbyflock needs goodly Uplander give safety to Longstop with much hand lending. Oh. Okay. Looks like there's a dungeon. Let's see if we can get a party. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna pause it here and I'll return once we have a full group. Welcome back everybody. We got a group for Brayflox Longstop. I was in the middle of my popcorn too. So excuse me if I munch a little bit. Oh Jesus. Alright, here we go. Die, monkey! Glad we have an archer or a bard in our group. They got some AoE. Unwashed rice? Oh man, I remember Colibris in Final Fantasy XI. They were really good for experience points parties because they were really weak to piercing, and dragoons and rangers did a lot of damage to them. But they would eat your food. It was such a pain. You would spend a lot of money on some good food, and they would steal it from you. Oh, it was the worst. Man, I really wish I could use my AoE. I can't believe I still have not been able to use it in a dungeon. combo. Alright, baby down. Nova, Cactuar, Berry. We're all from different servers. What is that? A wormhound? Ah, this guy's easy. Oh! Bye-bye, dragon. Oh, drakes. That's what they're called. I keep calling them lizards. They're drakes. Well, that one's called a beast. That dragon? Yep. Round 2. Gross. Oh. This one's explode, right? Oh! Ooh, that was close. Easy. Does that mean we got level 50, which means we can do our Dragoon quest? Perfect. Oh, no comms. Dang, that's a lot more popcorn left, you guys. Alright, putting that aside. Goodly Uplander has thanks of Gobbyflock. Flighty Beast was tricksy foe, but Uplander outwitted and with plans making. Uplander has good head for fighty think. Brayflock's happy gives tasty fresh gobby treats to clever Uplander. Cheese is stinky sweet gobby treat, special make with secret gobby hearts. Gobby arts. No party complete without Gobby Gouda, Brave Lakes every say. So some goblin cheese, huh? Did we get the thing here? We did not. Let's go attune to that. But now we can go. I've gathered you solved Brayflock's little problem. He could smell the cheese. By the gods, that unholy stench. This is definitely goblin cheese. Judging by the smell, it should be quite flavorful. How is it made? It's best to remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned what kind of milk they use. Ugh. Now I'm curious. Bravo, Swipe. Thanks to you, our guests shall be honored with a marvelous banquet. But what good is an exotic feast without an equally exquisite aperitif? Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wine Point and seek out Jamani Lomani, another former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip. He'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you I do actually need the wine. And while you're there, give Shamani Lamani my regards. We're just at Wineport. I'm glad to be attuned. Sweet grime and blood. Ah, you reek of blood. An adventurer, unless I am mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? An order? Let me guess. A request for the finest vintage I can muster. The paper smells of loam and perfume, Costa del Sol. And there is also an unmistakable order of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gageruju would not settle for anything less than the best. Durstfights and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to only rely on an adventurer. Ah, but perhaps you are confused. This display of dedication was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you have no interest in my affairs. You wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Oh, he's a blind little Lalafell. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of that work. None can deny that it pays well. Ah, but you grow impatient, and Weiscat must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for his occasion. The best vintages are in town are hoarded by Biergland, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vilbrand. Somehow, I doubt he will be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. So this is just his wine? Like, that's his whole winery right there? Kind of sad. What rank amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of this polluted swill. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important discussion, and I do not care for interruptions. The neophyte Vinter bid you speak with me. Ha! Neither you nor your friend has a palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you goob you urine than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight. Wow. Wow, I just took an emotional beating right there. I take it he said no? Really? In those words? Well, I cannot say that I'm surprised. There's no denying that his passion and skill, the wine baron of Limsa, is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. There's a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our stock has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say the grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the Vigorons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages that surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic and most complex and most flavorful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines are born right here in Wineport. Pardon my enthusiasm, you see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In the moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all creation. But, as it is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Beerglant to part with one of his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine and to offer them every gill we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the Vignerons tending the vineyards might have had once to own a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them. Okay. Out in there. Where? Bacchus wine? Bah, don't remind me. I used to have a cellar full with this stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from the thieves and the elements. Never counted a bloody primal blowing up my goddamned house. What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. Never had a chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you were a few years too late. Bummer. No luck? Most regrettable, but we had to try. But Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess my certitude could only be due part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a venturer. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Olgamoro, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there was still so much I could experience, even in my condition. It helped me to find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia, which once filled me with hope, may be forever lost to us. I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. I have no fear. I swear I shall find the suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think on the solution. In the meantime, there is a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die, because I've very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Dresk took me in and nursed me back to health. It was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me find my new calling. Though I am still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my original creation, and I would be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Dresk sometimes works as a rain catcher at the Raincatcher Gully docks, but perhaps Ritzel can tell you where to find him. Okay. Why are we doing this? Oh, because he needs time. I like how when NPCs need time to think on something or whatever, they give us a task to do. Like we wouldn't be satisfied just sitting in a chair and relaxing. Like we have to have a chore to do. Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit. I toss him a few gil when we need an extra pair of hands. Doesn't talk about himself, but I'm sure as hells don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you best leave well enough alone, I say. If you've a mind to help him, though, then head southwest to the severed string. Okay. What do you want? Well, wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? Ugh. He's suffering from extreme duress. Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing, it keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. Midges? What are midges? I don't see any. Whatever they are, they're over here. Oh, I see. One more. It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me. Me. Even after what my comrades and I did to your country. Huh? We were on a reconnaissance mission when the maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others... no one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway across the world. I just want to go home. Oh, he was Garlean. I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Last night at Red Mantis Falls, I collected a sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine, see? It should be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same. I see. Well, this guy's been making bootleg wine out here in the forest. Well, instead of trying to get home, at least he's got his priorities straight. So he has wine in these coconuts. Just teleport. One sec, guys. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's deliver this palm wine. It's been some time, Swipe. What news do you have of Drest? Ah, yes, I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I still have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We're not so different, Dress and I, 2 men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. It is time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Swipe. By the gods, Swipe, listen. I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've just discovered something extraordinary about Dress palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has the very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain these are the leaves of a Bacchus grapevine. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Dress found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. Oh, snap. That's what we should do. Find this plant, take it for ourselves, retire from adventuring forever, become rich because we have the finest winery in all of Eorzea. It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. Didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh gobo tracks though. Maybe the leaves came from the vines growing on the back of one such beast. If you go look for it, please be careful. Some gobos are more territorial than others, and you have to defend yourself. Oh, a fate. Jolly green, should we try it? Let's try it. Oh, this is a big boy. Jolly Green was a rare monster from Final Fantasy XIV. I don't think it dropped anything good, but people farmed it because it dropped at a high rate of drop for tree cuttings, which would sell for a lot on the auction house back in the day. You can, in Final Fantasy XI, you would have your own in-room, not a house, just a room, and in it you could put plants where you could grow, or pots where you could grow plants, and tree cuttings would grow some of the most expensive items, if I remember right. We did it! Oh, Chesmu. Somehow, someday, I'll find my way back to you. Oh, that's terrible. I hope he really does find his way back. Even though he is a Garlean. What did Dress have to say, Swipe? Tell me everything. Aha! I was right! This smell, this texture, I hold in my hands a Bacchus grapevine cutting. Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and a novice venturer could... 12 as my witness. It is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? Oh, what? You would offer this to me, but why? There is none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Birgalant. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. Oh my gosh, that almost brings a tear to my eye. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Eorzea will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. Sir, you needn't... Wait. The shape of this bottle, the scent of this label. This couldn't possibly be... a 1547 Bacchus? That's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time, but now I realize that it was never meant for me. It should be savored by the saviors of Wineport, I say. He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Gigajiro will find no finer wine. You have forever changed Wineport, Swipe. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. But do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray deliver the wine to Captain Weiscat. Well, yes, I would like very much to drink it, but I'm a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. Out of all the things I've done in my adventuring, I think that's one of the best things that I've done so far. All the monsters I've defeated, but restoring Wineport, that's a good one. I done good. Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me. So what are the wine I asked you to bring? Is that 7 hells of 1547 Bacchus? Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit I didn't think you had it in you, but congratulations, Swipe. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Considering the lengths you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her that the banquet is about to begin? Oh, I got I got a minion. He is a good boy. Where is he? There he is. Oh, look at him go. What a cutie. Alright. You have the look of a man who has been to 7th hell and back. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in his own honor, and this while the shadow of Titan looms over us all? It beggars belief. I can only apply to your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace. A Lady Ishtola, Sir Kor. Oh, Ruju. Oh. 1,000 pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, sir. Had I known, I would have never permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. Come now, he must have sensed something was amiss. It's everybody. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length and breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did you? Spare him your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment. And unlike me, Swipe has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good to enlighten him? Aye, fair's fair. There's no sense in hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge Each man would judge these would-be god-slayers by their own criteria. If even one found him wanting, he would be rejected without a second thought. But if he proved himself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support his cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to live their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice. To send wave after wave of hapless adventure into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the 5 of you deigned to test Swipe with Such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I'm sure, but tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? He's a brave one, that much is certain. He willingly walked into the midst of danger despite my repeated warnings that it could cost him his life. His skills are undeniable. He stalked his prey as relentlessly as any child of the sands and struck with precision when an opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. Swipe, however, is a kind and generous soul. I am certain he has no shortage of loyal allies who would gladly fight at his side. Willie Uplander is talentful plansmaker, tricksy foe for mighty rockman. What? I can only concur with my colleague's assessment. We 5 of the company of heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags, swipe court, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. Yes. With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends, for tomorrow we celebrate the birth of a new legend. Swipe core, Titan's Bane. Nice. Bronze-skinned beauty, huh? Landaniel, do you need something? Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. Seeing everyone again like this brings back fond memories. I wonder if any of them would be interested in reforming the company. Yeah, I'm sure that's what you're thinking about right now. What is that? Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. Wow, quite the meal. When you face the Lord of Crags, think not of Linsa Malensa, Eorzea, or anything beyond this chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was achieved alone. Goodly Uplander must be facing mighty rockmen with clever fighty think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to the rescue this time. You didn't rescue me last time, did you? Ah, Swipe, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him Landaniel sends his regard. You are a veteran of countless battles, Swipe. This one is but one more. Trust in your experience and you will prevail. You are blessed with the fortitude to rival Earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. You are kind and indulge them, Swipe. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan has yet to begun. The hour has come, and the good come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lenosia, and there you'll meet Riol, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that his knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you have given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive, but you will see that it is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risk inherent in our method. Okay. Bronze Lake, I think we went out of our way to get this crystal, so that's fantastic. Hold on one sec, guys. All right. All right, let's whistle. Aww. He says, I was thinking about laying my sword down after this one. And she says, and so shall I. Aww. Or then I shall too, or whatever she said. Anyways, it was cute. Alright, one more whistle. You gonna say something too? Remember Cartano, I say. I was there under the Maelstrom standard, and for every drop of my blood, the Guardians paid double. The 12 willing, I'll fight again, and if I fall, I'll see my comrades in the flats again. Oh, she fought in the war? Where's the... oh, there it is. Player. Where is this? No, it's up. Oh, stairs. Ariel, there you are. Greetings, mate. Might you be the one the captain said would come calling? I thought so. Pay attention now, because I ain't explained myself twice. Years ago, when I was weighing up how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across the Beastman's Aetheryte, I think. I see. Okay, one of our scouts stumbled across this Beastman Aetheryte, see? I see. And what's that look for? Not familiar with them? He speaks of an unamplified Aetheryte, which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such Aetherites as which you use on countless occasions, Swipe. Ah, well, if it ain't the Charlian lass, welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I had planned to await your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogomoro form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I have long pondered. Ha! Give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step and the next thing you know, you've got 100 tons of rocks on your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way around. And it was that got us thinking. I mean, Ugomoro mines are like a bleeding city, ain't they? And getting around the city that big would be a right pain in the arse if you didn't have an aetheryte, wouldn't it? It was stood to reason the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there were an aetheryte, even if there were aetheryte shards in the depths of Ugomoro, you would have needed to attune yourselves to them before you could identify their signatures within the life stream. Oh, well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had this Charlian bloke help us, see? Delivered us right to Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it weren't nothing any Charlian scholar worth her salt could manage. Did he now? Locating a beach in the absence of a known signature might be possible. A beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the aetheryte in question happened to be, yes. But in order to guide a traveler to said beacon safely, a second party would be required to, It is possible in theory at least, yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend upon whether I am worth my salt. I don't understand. Oh, you are, lass. Don't you worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we go to Zelma's run and take a closer look at the aetheryte? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Not you can't handle, mind. Okay, so they have an aetheryte. But he's right though, we have to attune to an aetheryte to be able to use it, right? But how would we teleport to an aetheryte that we haven't used yet? Alright, Beastman, aetheryte. Oh, okay, we're attuning? So this is the aetheryte the company of heroes used to gain access to Titan's sanctuary. It is as Papalymo speculated. In its present state, this aetheryte signal would not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for a duration. It seems you would have to proceed without me, Swipe. I must needs remain here to supplement the beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilize the aetheryte signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such a time as I do, you will be on your own. Now, let us see if I am worth my salt. I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparation. Okay. Oh, the navel, now accessible. Let's do NPCs this time. Alright, looks like this is our party. Here we go. I would do other players, but we only got about 30 minutes before maintenance goes. Plus, I feel bad because I want to watch the cutscenes first. Oh, look, an overdweller. Yes, yes, an invader from above. He uses our aetherites against us. He has defiled Titan's sanctuary. Trespass, violated, defiled. Overdwellers must leave. Overdwellers must fly. Brothers, sisters, fear him not. His fate shall be decided by the Lord of Crags. Hear me, Overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account for the breaking of the covenant. You shall be the first to face judgment. Then Limsa Laminsa add her oathbreakers, liars, betrayers, oathbreakers. O great Father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you. Titan, we summon you. He's a big rock boy. Here he comes, here he come. The Lord of Crags, Titan is come. Overdweller, art thou deaf to their weeping? Thy vile kind coveteth over the blessing of the land and murdereth my children by the score. All in service to greed. Such sins are beyond pardon. Ah, but I am not the first to suffer thy defiance. Thou didst bring Ifrit low. Oh, he knows. Godless overdweller, thy myriad of heresies shall not go unpunished. Upon thee I shall wreak a terrible vengeance. So he knows of Ifrit, huh? Here we go. Alright, let's go, guys. Go. Go, I'm not pulling, you pull. There we go. Oh. No! Help me, guys. I like how the NPCs are called Scion, Marauder, and Scion. So the implication is that they are Scions as well. So they're like other adventurers they recruited. Got him. The Lord of Crags, Great Father Titan, has fallen. Another crystal boy. The crimes of the overdrawers shall never be forgiven, never be forgotten. No, no, never. 'Twas your kin who broke the covenant. We have acted only in defense of our lands. Cease your aggression, or never will there be peace. Until our dying breaths, we shall defy you. Defy, decry, defy. It is true. They're not wrong, right? Now these are the readings one would expect of an icon. I have seen enough. We proceed as planned. Are you sure that is wise, my lord? Your curiosity is untested and unproven. We do not know its true capabilities. And trust mine, Ritatin. My curiosity, as you so eloquently put it, would have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why, if there be truth or legends, it could. If it be truth to the legends, it would readily subjugate the whole of Eorzea, given but a little while longer. Is that not so? It is. No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized. What you say may be true. But while such devices may win battles, I do not believe they will serve to change the course of this war. Ah, but they will. Have faith. You have little faith, my friend. Have a little faith. I cannot endorse this course of action. Oh, really? Oh, bickering among them. Fool. And now he has a fourth. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Bearer, for though you have come, your work is far from done. Oh, I see Ashtola decided to join the party, and not remain to mark his passing. While the Ashens are nothing if not elusive, it is a little wonder that they should cast advanced teleportation magics at will, and that they would choose to consort with the Empire. What common goal could they possibly share? Oh, she didn't even say hi or ask me how I was doing. She just, oh, there she goes. I feared I might arrive too late, but I see you had the matter well in hand. I have taken measures to ensure that we are not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold. Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. I will follow anon. There is something I must investigate before I depart. I will teleport you to the 8th rite in Zelma's Run, and we will rendezvous at Camp Bronze Lake. Agreed? Got it. Do 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 do. I'm relieved to see you well, but come, let us discuss our next step. Though word will already have reached Maelstrom Command, protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Swipe. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. We go on to Limsa, I think. Yes. Alright, remind me, I gotta make this my free location. Oh, I can only have one? Then let me do favorite destination. There you go. Thank you for coming, Swipe. Word of your triumph reached me some while ago, but I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit, now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly, and there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. The people of Limsa Laments are forever in your debt. I shall relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Swipe, this is Menphilia. Ishtola has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Ishtola emerged from Ogomora unscathed. Why, Tartar and the others seemed as glad as they did of Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. We'll be awaiting your return of the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Alright, time to go back to the Waking Sands. Huh? You literally just texted me or messaged me. Ah. This one is glad, walking one is safe.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed.
Yeah, that's the message he sent me.
Thank heavens he is safe. Louisoire, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
The Empire.
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring him forth, or you shall know no mercy.
Tartaru.
found it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
Oh, you didn't stay hidden. Oh!
No!
Conditions of surrender. Denied.
Oh!
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream.
Girl's a
I
psychopath.
said enough! We leave. Bring the prisoners.
Walking one, Mephilia. She asked this one to, in case walking one returned. This one was to say, at church in eastern Thanalan, walking one must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect walking one, Mephilia, from Imperial ones. Forgive this one. Save. Oh, they're so fragile. One kick. I don't see Tataru. Okay, we gotta find the Church of Saint Adamant. Okay, we know where that is. But you know what, guys? It's getting pretty close to the maintenance time, so I gotta call it an episode here. Thank you guys so much for joining. That took a turn. Hope you guys had fun, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.